Right.
Okay, it's up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Headcanon Hive. I am SR.
I'm the romance Sscrooge.
I'm the artistic Alpaca.
And the brain teaser is back from the dead, bitches! I'm such a happy child, you do not understand.
It's been so long. Everybody has missed your brain teaser. Where did you go? Were you in the Void of Mary Poppins bag or what?
There's been a lot going on my end, let's just say, and it doesn't help that, my work schedule usually keeps me from doing these things. So, yee. Thank God for winter break.
I may have to iron out something after the podcast to figure out changing times for Headcanon Hive to better corroborate with your schedule. Think that'd be possible, or toss around a couple of ideas?
That could be a possibility, yes. You have to excuse me. I think I just hit my arm on something, but I'm not quite sure. It just turned red for some reason. It's weird.
Oh, ouch. You okay?
Yeah, I didn't feel like I hit anything, so that was weird. Yeah. Oh, well. I get mystery bruises all the time. I'm not surprised. Hi, Enlightened Robot.
Alrighty, since this is called Big, Scary, and Pink, you probably have an exact idea of who we're going to be discussing. Even though she's not very big, but she is scary and pink. But we're going to be starting with another discussion of somebody pink with Lars and the Stars.
Now he is scary because he's got more balls than brains.
Dang. Shots fired.
Good God.
It seems like Lars has been watching one too many space opera shows.
Yeah, you think?
Galaxy Quest in particular, because good God.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
This is probably going to sound horrible on my part, but I'm not familiar with Galaxy Quest. Could someone give a short synopsis?
If Star Trek were with real people like us.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's Star Trek starring Tim Allen.
And Alan Rickman.
And Sigourney Weaver.
It's basically a big old parody of Star Trek before the current parodies of Star Trek.
Pretty much.
Okay, that sounds about right.
It's definitely
hilarious.
Oh, fun.
I'll have to check it out.
My brother even got a patch for Galaxy Quest and Loot Crate, and I took it because I wanted it.
Because mine.
Yes.
Was he okay with this, or?
Yeah. If there's anything he doesn't want in the boxes, I take it.
Okay.
Or he gives it to one of his friends.
This is Lotso.
I like the overall aesthetic and camp value of the opening for Lars to the Stars. This is one of those few cases where expository dialogue was kind of snappy and funny and executed fairly well.
It's a wonderful thing.
Lars really pulling out that cape, really digging the cape. Marco can take some notes.
Oh my God.
I mean it.
I mean, Lars has the advantage that his cape is an actual Star Captain cape and not a meat blanket.
This is true. This is very true.
100% less gross.
Yeah.
Also,
okay.
you know that the minute the whole Stevani inexperience thing came up, the fans went, "Yas, bitch, work it." So happy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Okay, but the fact Lars's parents heard Space Pirate and sent him the skull gauges.
Oh my God, yes.
That was the best skill.
Actually, they didn't even know that Lars was a space captain.
It's like they knew.
I know. It's
Like the
great.
parental.
They thought he
and
was still
the
trapped in a
psychicness.
rock.
Yeah.
Parents know these things. It's never explained how. They just know these things.
Just like, oh yeah, he'll like these. He'll get a kick out of these.
Speaking of Lars' parents and otherwise, I'm hoping that Lars and the off-colors reach a safe spot soon, because I want a scene where Steven takes Lars' parents and Sadie to go see him. That's driving me nuts.
Oh my god, yes.
They were heading to Earth before all that stuff happened.
Exactly.
Although I'd like to see like a in-person Emerald interaction. That'd just be hilarious.
Oh my lord.
God. Oh god, there's gonna be ships of him and Emerald now. You know this, right?
I've seen it.
Oh,
Good
that's been
God.
going on long before the episode premiered.
I've
It's
not
been a
seen
thing for a while.
seen any on my feed because I dare not tread into the Steven Universe tag on Tumblr.
Well, that was one of the screenshots or scenes that was previewed at last year's SDCC. So a lot of people have been doing shipping art between Lars and Emerald.
It's gonna get worse. This is gonna get so much
See,
worse.
I don't know about shipping. Emerald is probably going to follow them to Earth if possible. She's going to follow them just straight to Earth. She don't give a shit. She's going out. She wants her ship back. Bad.
I want my ship back.
I could see her getting to Earth, them getting off, and her getting down. You think it's going to be a fight, and she literally just walks into her ship and takes off.
That'd be amazing.
I want that to be the payoff. Please. It's like, I don't know about you, but I got shit to do, and just leaves.
All right, screw
That'd be fantastic.
She
I would
doesn't
be
even
perfectly
report
okay
them.
with
She's
that.
just like, you know what? I'm 100% done with this chase. I'm gonna take my ship. I'm gonna go home, and I'm just gonna like not do anything for the next 1,000 years.
Oh my god.
Literally, Emerald's freaking flying off, and you just see Lapis on the barn just floating past.
Or Lapis Rex Lars' ship.
Oh my god!
Yeah, just
that
kind of
too.
flying by, dragging the barn along behind her, and then Lars happens to come right by, crashes into the barn.
Oh my god. See, I'm wondering if Lapis actually left, or she's basically just like circling Earth's orbit, like almost like a second moon, and then there's gonna be like freaking people on like Steven Universe's version of Tumblr, like posting pictures of flying barn or some unidentifiable flying object.
Lapis is the
Ronaldo talks about like
hero
nothing else for
balance.
2 weeks. I completely talked over you. Oh my god.
Nah, just the whole
my
second
God.
moon thing. It's just the whole second moon thing. My mind instantly went to the Adventure Zone and imagining Lapis Lazuli as Lucretia, the director of the Bureau of Balance.
Oh my god.
I mean, it doesn't fit personality-wise. Lapis is more. Who would Lapis be in the Seven Birds?
Whoever's the moody emo one.
Let's see. That would be. I guess Loop is kind of a combination of Amethyst and Lapis.
Huh. You could, if you were determined to plug Steven Universe characters into this particular franchise, you could come up with the Lapis Amethyst fusion and plug that character in that place.
Oh my god.
Now the only question is which gem would be best with with Taco.
Oh my god.
Any thoughts on Lars kind of going through that whole thing about Sadie, I got the impression that he had the reaction he did because he was under a lot of stress, feeling homesick, some kind of combination of those two things.
That was a panic attack if I've ever
No,
seen
I'm not-
one.
I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna get mad at him for a hot second, like when he first started complaining, especially when he got to the thing about she's doing this to get back at me. I'm like, boy.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they didn't linger on it and that Lars was like, all right, yeah, you know what, you're right, I was kind of a jerk.
He's still learning. Lars is just very much still learning. Let's be real. This boy.
I mean, at least-
Yeah, he stepped up a little bit, but he's still got a lot of character development to go. So if they bring it up one more time or he kind of meditates on Sadie,
I mean, he's
could
gotten
blame
to
him
the
for
point
going
where
in that direction.
I mean, Lars has gotten
Sorry.
to the point where he's okay with hugging Steven.
Yee. Happiness.
That's a pretty big step for him. He's definitely come a long way.
What the heck?
I'm just itching to see Sadie's reaction to pink immortal space pirate Lars. Just
Even just her reaction to the pink skin and the the scratched eye alone, she's like, what?
Here's how the reactions. It pretty much ends up like those Passions of Zanzor books that Greg has.
oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, don't need that. Don't just no.
Lord.
But that's probably a pretty appropriate description of what's going to happen, considering what is the status of those two in regards to a relationship. You can pretty much say that they're dating, but okay, yeah, that'd be exactly what they do. Lars would see Sadie, they get past the whole I'm pink and immortal now thing, and then go and dive right into excuse us for a little while.
I'm saying she's like, no, I just got over you. No. Like she kind of freaks out, honestly. Because like the whole thing about joining the band is that she's kind of trying to let go of not so much Lars himself, but like the fact of him being gone kind of dragging her down. But then he's gonna come back and she's like, well, crud, what do I do now?
Yeah, that's probably the more likely route they're going to go. That's what they're building up to.
So basically, the scene the issue that Star was having when Marco came to Muni.
Yeah, but much better written.
Ah.
Yes, I'm being mean. To be fair, that particular plot thread or idea in Star Versus, I'm not necessarily against it. I just feel like they really rushed a lot of stuff. In some respects, I can see where they were going for, and what they had in mind for overall execution. There's some things that I dug. I just feel like they should have given it a lot more time. Like there should have been a bigger expanse of time before Star's gut reaction to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it would have been interesting to have like more full episodes of Marco on Earth trying to readjust instead of just the one in sophomore slump, because that he was pretty much a jerk in that episode.
Turned into Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix with this bitchiness. A little bit.
I think that'd be a pretty apt analogy. Yeah,
Can they
Margot
just
needed
break?
a lot more time. Star needed a lot more time. They needed more time to really flesh out and play with that particular plot thread. I liked a lot of the ideas and concepts they were working with. Just
There we go.
time. I've been trying to poke at why that particular arc in Star Versus has bugged me for the past month, and I think you pretty much just pegged it, SR.
It's yeah. time. Like, they didn't give the characters time to do much or to fully go through the motions. They just tried to stick it to the new status quo as quickly as possible.
Pretty much. I've seen everybody and their idiot brother, especially one of the big fandom King Cat daddies, trying to lay this out as, oh, here's a psychological description for what's going on, why Star's doing all this stuff. That's great and all. Better, it lays out what some of the stronger points or why that particular character arc and set of ideas would be interesting. It still needed more time for layout and execution, though.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, just so that way we could get more scenes with Jackie Lynn Thomas.
Won't argue there. To be honest, though, preferably scenes with Jackie Lynn without Marco. I don't dislike Marco or anything. It's just, I'd like to see Jackie Lynn stand by herself as a character and see more about her. Like, what are some of her faults? What are her dreams, motivations, and ambitions? Of what little we know about her makes her come across as too calm, cool, collected, and almost too perfect, for lack of a better description. I like her, just we still don't really know all that much about her.
Yes, exactly.
I'd like to say the comics probably would expand upon it, but I don't know. I haven't read them, and I doubt they would.
I think the comics got canned.
I'll do a quick Google.
And gonna get back to discussing Lars in the stars, though. Any other comments?
The freaking off-colors are just like slowly killing me with their adorability. I'm not even kidding. Fluorite, I'm just like... I'm just... There's so many words, but I can't find them right now because I'm too busy going, this was beautiful.
That's probably the best way to describe it. That group is fantastic. Really hoping that they... I think someone described Lars of the Stars as a backdoor pilot. To be honest, I wouldn't be upset to see Lars continue adventures as a space pirate or go exploring with this particular group of characters, or better yet, get to know more about them. All of them have really strong potential.
Honestly...
Yeah, that doesn't look too good.
What's up?
Anyone have a favorite out of the off-color gems?
I think I have to go with Fluorite. Yeah.
This is probably going to sound horrible, but that's the big 6-gem fusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She's fantastic. I love her too.
Yes. Just yes.
I'm just dying to see a scene where she meets Garnet. That'd be fantastic.
Oh my god.
just imagine what kind of discussion they'd have about fusion. Just And I might disagree on a couple of points, though, because I think, well, Garnet is a big proponent of fusion and sees it as the ultimate expression of a relationship between two gems. She might be a bit skeptic as to adding even more gems to a fusion, and it'd probably be a very different take from what she's used to. It probably just takes it as it works best between. I don't know. I'm just curious to see how they'd interact or bounce off of each other. I know Fluorite's perspective on fusion is probably fundamentally different, or would bring a new dimension to how Garnet sees it. It'd just be an interesting discussion.
Wondering how Garnet's also going to react to Rondite.
Oh, definitely.
Especially considering that one of the components is a ruby. So I'm just like... Actually, the ruby and a pearl even, so that I'm just like, oh, this could get interesting. Because Ruby's just like, oh, I'm not the only one that likes this, yay! And then Sapphire and the Rondite Pearl are just like, oh my lord, these dorks, I love them. It's a beautiful thing.
And the fact that Rondite's got like that frill, like that frilly part of a skirt, like Pearl did in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely a part. It's, I was just thinking that fluorite is a 6 gem fusion and is large but not so large. Meanwhile, Alexandrite is mountains tall and is about roughly 5 gems, if you include garnet as her own.
Honestly. Ew. Let's see something.
I just wanted to rub your head.
Although I'm just like wondering, like Garnet sees Rondite, and there's like this immediate flashback to the very first time Sapphire and Ruby fused with the cotton candy nonsense. And it's just like flashbacks. It's beautiful.
No, they wouldn't have it. Damn.
Mm.
I was just thinking that.
Aw.
No, wait, no. I don't remember. Oh well.
Yeah.
Robot, quit stirring up the comments section.
Wait, what happened?
And
Oh,
Just
God.
look, it speaks for itself.
I guess,
Dude, calm down.
what?
Well, that was a train wreck.
It's still going.
Oh my god.
I'll go with the Rutile twins for my choice.
Power, like, please.
I just like their design.
It is a pretty unique design.
Wait, what design? I'm lost.
The Rutile twins.
Oh yeah, I love them. They're sweet. So what the?
Just trying to figure out the best comeback for the comments section.
Okay, you can have fun with that.
I'm just like, calm the heck down, my lord.
Let's see if we can turn the discussion around by bringing up Jungle Moon. Let's just dive right into discussion about anything for that episode.
Stubble Stevani.
Okay. Yes.
I mean-
I found that hilarious. I'm just like, they're like continuity because Steven had the one chin hair. And now he like actually has to shave. I'm dying. It's beautiful.
And a nice nod to the Island Adventure episode.
Mm-hmm. It's great. Oh, wait a minute. Where is it?
I'm just over here because it was a feminine figure with stubble, and that is something I personally suffer with. I was like, me.
Dude, yes.
It was very good.
Meanwhile, speaking of Jungle Moon, I'm gonna look at something real fast because the one that thought that pink diamond sounded a little bit like amethyst. It's like just a little bit.
That might be Stevani's voice actor. voice actor. AJ McCullough. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Okay, so Pink Diamond.
That design, though.
Pink.
I'm just like, dude.
It's pink.
So
That is the
pink.
money.
Yeah, she was like,
Pink.
And it's
Man.
also a bitch to draw.
she's a literal child. Just legit.
Yeah.
I sent Sscrooge Pink
I mean,
Diamond
I
and
kinda
Dumb
always-
glaring at each other through Tumblr. So
Yes.
But see, like, I always kind of assumed that Pink Diamond was like the youngest one, but I wasn't expecting that. I mean, holy crow.
She is tiny.
She's a babe.
Angry little
Well,
babe.
she's tiny compared to the diamonds. She's probably at least human sized, if not a little bit taller than an average human. That was my guess in regards to height and scale.
Yeah, probably.
Back on like the full body designs of Yellow, and is it me or is Pink's Diamond's gem like the most visible thing out there? Because it's like right there. Looks upside down now that I'm looking at it.
Well, all the explicitly pink gems seem to be wearing midriffs or have the belly button showing in some way, shape, form, or respect, so
Fair.
I've seen a lot of interesting theories about why they think she's not prepared for a colony or anything. And there's two consensus. The one where she's like an actual total brat like Dolores Umbridge, or she takes too good of care of her, as this person in the comments said, toys, and she doesn't want to destroy defects because she is smaller. She's not like the other diamonds. So she's like, well, I'm fine. That means they're fine too. Why are you like this? And that seems to be like the big verses on Tumblr on the theory section, from what I can tell.
Dude, Dolores Umbridge. Oh my god.
here is the image of Pink Diamond in Garnet's flashback that she was trying to tell Steven in the episode Gemification. Might have seems a bit larger in this one.
okay, so probably saw a couple of the comments saying probably Rose's height at least or around that height. So she'd be a giant compared to a human, but incredibly small compared to the other diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Def. I'm trying to see.
To be honest,
Where's
when
the
they
front?
presented Pink in the lighter respect that she was, really, I think someone pretty much begged it when they said when a teenager rules the planet. I'm getting the impression that she sees all the other diamonds who have had thousands and thousands of years of experience with the ruling, and they know how to command armies, what they have to do for the betterment of well, they know how to run the stuff. They know what they have to do to set it up and work things properly, for lack of a better description. Pink just sees all of this. She's the newbie. She's the amateur on the team. She was pretty much made with the silver spoon, for lack of a better description there. She sees all the power, but she doesn't know what it takes to properly wield it. And in regards to Yellow's interactions with her, definitely some kind of mother-daughter thing going on there. There's a lot we still don't know as fans. A lot of fill-in-the-blanks things. I'm not so sure I want to...
encountered.
But I mean, hey, we can look at it this way. That means next year we see White Diamond, because that seems to be the thing, is every year we get a diamond.
Yeah, that's it. That that has been a thing.
I don't want to wait until 2019 to see White Diamond. Come on, man. That means we're going to have another 3-month or however long hiatus after these 2 newest episodes, and just
Cries.
yeah.
Well, I will
eternally.
say this. Because I'm looking at the designs of the 3 diamonds we've seen so far, and actually, Pink Diamond seems to be the only one whose gem is in like the stomach area, because Yellow and Blue Diamond around the upper torso, like where their quote unquote hearts would be. And I know there's like those theories going around where like the placement of the gem says something about the personality, like how Rose's being at the stomach was showing them a motherly intuition, and how Pearl's being on her forehead is how she tries to lean on her brain for most situations.
I think they mentioned that in the Steven Universe podcast.
I don't listen to it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they said that. I distinctly remember some of my friends talking on Skype and how like the whole fandom was like, well, why is Jasper's on her nose? And then like one of the literally the youngest person in the group was like, well, that's just because she has a tendency to look down on everyone else around her. It wouldn't surprise me if it is the fact that where your gem shows up says something about your personality. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards more your theory, Sscrooge, on that she cares for her toys too much, considering that where her gem is reminiscent of where was, and we all know Rose loved her babes. Rose loved her
I'm not the one that came up with that particular
That was me.
theory.
I was talking about that from some that I've read on Tumblr. And I was like, well, wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of the commenters were bringing up the human zoo.
Mm-hmm. Is she?
Yeah, definitely some disturbing connotations to that, thinking about... We don't know exactly when Pink's temper tantrum took place, so let's say she ends up straightening up a little bit or maturing or something, and somehow she gets Earth. What would her reaction be to, I finally have my own planet and organic creatures and stuff? It's kind of disturbing to, got so many creep factor, or creepy vibes from how the humans in the human zoo behaved and interacted with each other, how childlike they were. They were definitely very, very sheltered and pampered, very cut off from... So,
Perhaps the
one
zoo.
of the other points brought up in the comments about would Pink look at all humans equally, or would she handpick certain ones she found aesthetically pleasing and attractive, and those would be the ones she put in the zoo, where the others she'd leave at the mercy of diamonds or something like that, or of her soldiers or something like that. Kind of.
There's a lot of creepy connotations going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just...
I'll just flat out admit it. Not too excited about thinking about this.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
looking at the whole comment section.
Yeah, and just how shoot, I don't remember the blue gem that was in charge of the human zoo, the way she looked at humans and treated them.
Agate.
Holly Blue.
Holly
yeah.
Blue. Oh yeah, that's right.
I completely forgot how pompous her name sounded until you actually said it.
What you gonna
Holly
do,
Blue.
Holly Blue. That was look good, Holly Blue.
Okay.
Oh god, this is another thing about rose quartz being pink diamond. Ugh. No.
Rose quartz is a pink diamond that's been debunked. Hell, there's been a couple of things floating around pointing out fun Easter egg screenshots about there's a diamond floating. No, that's not pink diamond in the vault. because Steven rescued another diamond-like gem in that one episode, the haunted house episode. Completely different gem. So no, I don't think that's pink diamond. That's a different can of worms entirely.
Well, that gem was blue, but there was also a pink diamond-looking diamond in the episode when Steven went to go get Peridot out of the bubble, and you see in like you'll see like
it's like in the heart of the temple, and you can see it.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of people are saying, and I'm just like, I don't know. Is it possible to shatter something, then fix it like that, and then just bubble it away so tightly it doesn't get out? Don't think so in this canon, but that's why a lot of people agree with that theory.
I mean, I could see it along the lines of, because we don't see any other rose quartzes, and we know this because all of the rose quartzes are bubbled at the zoo, and blue and yellow refer to them as hers, in other words, pinks. I could see it as Pink designing the rose quartzes in her image, and that's why they look similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because especially when you see the still like right before Pink punches the wall, that is a very Rose-esque lip shape, facial shape. The hair has equal floofiness. Equally floofy hair. Just not curled, I would say.
I shall make these warriors with big floofy hair. Why? Because of floof.
She looks like a cotton swab, and that's all I can see.
No, literally, that was me when I first saw Yellow Diamond, because, like, you've got a wheel of cheese on your head, miss. Wheel of cheese on your head. I cannot take you seriously.
Like, I'm legit looking at
the almighty cheese wheel.
And Blue Diamond's got a towel on her head, like a beach towel.
Oh my god.
And then from White Diamond's mural, what has she got? Like a Super Saiyan wig?
Honestly. It's like...
Oh, I can't... I don't know if people are still doing this, but I want to see the Jamie version of Pink Diamond.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Like, literally makes a wig out of cotton.
Or you brushed out yarn.
Oh my god, yes.
My brother's blanket's getting repaired, so we've got like these big old packages of fluff, of cotton fluff.
Oh my god.
So just a wig made out of that.
Why not?
I don't think I've seen any of those like Jamie edits in a long time. Which is a real shame, because those are fun.
Those are great.
I think the last time I saw one was probably for Emerald.
Oh god.
Or maybe I'm remembering that wrong.
Dare I ask what that was consistent of? Because I'm assuming that he would literally just put an eye patch on.
Yeah, like an eye patch and then like a big old Super Saiyan wig.
Oh my god. Jamie, you are a beautiful creature, and I love you with all my heart.
You just need more episodes with him.
Yes.
It's like people complain about Beach City episodes, and it's like, okay, yeah, but have they considered we're not getting the right characters for those episodes?
What he really needed was another episode with Kevin.
Kevin.
Bite me. No.
Punctuation.
And the Kevin episode did introduce a potential plot thread that I'm curious to see get followed up on. If it happens to be true, one of my buddies, someone in the comment section, going to give you a shout out right here, Sir Bon Voyage, introduced me to the idea, what if Mystery Girl is Sabina, Kevin's potential ex?
So then here I propose this idea for the episode. Sabina returns, hanging out with Pearl, and Kevin comes into the picture, and then Pearl basically just stomps all over his ass.
Please.
Oh my god. You know, that's literally what everyone's been wanting since the Stevani introductory episode. It's just him getting his behind.
Yeah, I'd say about like 99.9% of people involving what they want with Kevin. The 0.01% wanting Kevin and Jamie to get together.
Oh man.
Because
I know exactly who you're. Oh yeah, because I know exactly who you're talking about when you say that too, and I love certain artists that make that ship. And you know what? You want to do your own thing? That's fine. You go right the heck ahead. Because I know for a fact the way that I do certain canon characters from other fandoms probably would not fly with a couple of people. But then again, if you have the room to work with it, work with it. Like, honestly.
If it looks cute, draw it. That's kind of the excuse. That's kind of the excuse I use for lava scissors.
Or the fact that you call it lava scissors.
Lava scissors is Lord Dominator and from Wander Over Yonder with Hekapu from Star versus the Forces of Evil. Just for context here.
And SR has done some wonderful things with them. It's adorable.
And the fact that like in the latest mini recap episodes of the Steven Universe podcast, one of the writers who wrote the Kevin episode, said that he likes writing for Kevin. He thinks he's a fun character.
Mm-hmm. Because he's such a little priss. I'm sure it's fun to write for him.
Yes, priss. That's the word we're gonna use.
Oh my god.
Should have named
Everybody
him Richard.
go read what, robot? Oh no. I'm going to regret scrolling back through here, aren't I?
Oh, are we gonna have to ban somebody or what?
No, nothing like that.
Oh, it's about the gems being parallels to the diamonds.
And how Steven's pink. Yeah, I get that. Okay, but then you see, my question is, so then then does that mean... My question is, would Pink be the parallel of Steven, or would she technically be or has she turned into the parallel for Rose Quartz, considering, dead? Behind the actions of the Diamond Authority now, so now I'm just like... Yes.
I think if I remember right, Robot mentioned Garnet being yellow and Pearl being blue, leaving Amethyst being white.
I mean, considering the Super Saiyan wig haircut, it wouldn't surprise me if White Diamond turned out being a little bit on the reckless side. I mean, she already looks a little manic to me, honestly.
As soon as you brought up Super Saiyan, the first thing that came to mind was the Super Saiyan parody from The Amazing World of Gumball. That ridiculous scene where he's standing in the hallway screaming at the top of his lungs trying to...
Oh, God!
And we all know every kid in the 90s has tried that at least once if they've watched Dragon Ball Z.
I'll say this much. I would be a very happy camper if White Diamond was a parody of a typical shonen protagonist or something. Just give me that, please. Like, not 100%, but the stubborn, loud, screams, happy-go-lucky.
I like it if White Diamond was absent-minded. Like, she's an inventor and a builder, but she's rather absent-minded with things. And for the most, because Blue's all depressed and more than likely takes over the law side of Gym Society, and Yellow is running things and is more along the lines of military. So I don't know. Just the idea of an eccentric inventor as one of the leaders just appeals to me for some reason.
Fair enough. Yeah. Oh,
I mean, all that gym technology's got to come from somewhere.
honestly.
That's the real reason we never see White Diamond. Don't tap on the glass, you'll scare her.
Oh
Oh no!
my god.
Now the scientist from Independence Day just popped in my head, and just replace him with White Diamond.
Dead. Oh. I love this so much. Ah.
Well, I guess now people are gonna rev up those speculation for White Diamond's design. Now that we've seen Pink, who doesn't look anything like her mural.
Huh.
Unless we just saw her in one of the outfits and she reformed at some point. Because even Yellow Diamond has a different outfit from the original episode we saw her in.
Yeah, it's probable that the designers created the mural first, and then later on, when they were designing Pink, they probably forgot about the mural.
It's very
possible. Change outfit for aesthetic. I mean, like I said, Yellow Diamond's design when we first see her full body, where Peridot goes off on her, is different from the one we see in the Feeling Blue segment. So,
Plus, then again, do we really know if the murals for maybe Pink Diamond was getting her Earth colony? Because maybe she did have the longer hair back then, and something. Or no, I should say that she had the shorter hair back then, and then something happened, and she got like the hair that she got in the mural. I don't know. Steven Universe timelines are a little weird.
Okay, let's see if I can actually.
Yeah. If they didn't have to stick with the whole they're telling it from Steven's perspective bit, they could probably do a lot more with the narrative.
Scrap the whole stick with Steven's perspective thing already, please.
Or at least have them ask more questions.
it's like what Joe Apocalypse says, and they keep the mysteries by having Steven never ask any questions.
Man, that guy knows how to pick out the biggest plot holes and things and frame them in a comedic light. It's great.
I mean, honestly, Pearl was like this close to saying something, and Steven was not paying attention in the slightest. He was just looking at his dang phone. Like, dude, I know you miss Connie, but clearly one of your mothers is in distress right next to you. Boy, listen.
Teenagers, man.
Oh my god.
mean, it just because Steven complains multiple times, like, well, nobody tells me anything. It's like, gee, I wonder why. You never ask any questions. Like, don't ask, you're not told.
Like, I love you, Steven, but oh my god, Steven.
Beach City will still be there. Just ask some questions and go for a flashback.
Or more Diamond Dreams, I guess. Weird.
There is an interesting. There is an interesting light to having Connie share the Diamond Dream and Yellow Diamond first coming into the picture or showing up, or Dr. Maheshwaran being a stand-in for Yellow Diamond and Connie, or Stevani being a bit of a stand-in for Pink Diamond. I think there's some interesting potential for unpacking and discussing the symbolism behind that.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely reinforces the idea of Yellow Diamond as a mother figure to Pink Diamond. That's the most I can really pull out of that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
See, the
watch
thing
through some
I
episodes
saw-
and come back to it.
Yeah. No, because actually, I wasn't even thinking about relationship between Yellow Diamond and Pink Diamond when I was seeing it. I was thinking about Connie seeing her mother as a powerful, if sometimes, I don't want to say neglectful, but unobservant parental figure, because Connie, I think she thinks the world of her mother, but I mean, we all remember the whole thing with Nightmare Hospital. She's a little, impersonal sometimes with her daughter. She just doesn't take the girl that seriously.
Well, there was that one comment Stevani made whenever Dr. Maheshwaran was, or Yellow Diamond in this case, was just continuously talking and not acknowledging Pink, and Stevani mentioned, I hate when she ignores me like this.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Oh,
exactly. Man. It took, I mean, literally, yes, Blue Zebra has a point. It took Connie literally waving the glasses around and putting her hand through where the lenses are supposed to be for her mother to realize, hey, these glasses don't have lenses. For like the past year. Ugh.
What happened to your eyes? How do they get fixed, Steven?
Teaser, your description of Connie's relationship with her mother, that probably applies to how Pink felt around Yellow. There's definitely a thematic parallel there, some potential, and going back and rewatching episodes with Connie and Dr. Maheshwaran and keeping an eye on further development for Yellow or further insights about Pink and kind of connecting some of the dots between the two. Actually, that's a relevant point to bring up, Blue Zebra. How much of the dream was Connie and Dr. Maheshwaran, and how much was actually Pink and Yellow? That's a very relevant point to bring up.
Because, I mean, if you actually look at the phone screen, like when Dr. Maheshwaran pulls the phone away, or when the phone's pulled away from her, it definitely says a gem name. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head because I literally just saw the episodes.
Nephrite.
Wait, what was it?
Nephrite, which many people, considering the silhouette and the drop ship, people are going, oh, that's centipedal.
That'd be interesting.
Jeez.
Well, the color definitely fits now that I'm looking at it. Because Nephrite's definitely a couple different shades of green. Or at least there's a version of Nephrite that's green.
There are some versions that have like the white top too. In the raw form, at least.
Ah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm glad you prefaced with what you did earlier, Robot. This particular... Okay, it's kind of ridiculous to think, oh... Or continue going, okay, this is probably going to sound kind of mean, but continuing to go with the Rose is Pink Diamond thing. No, that's been nixed. What Steven experienced, or rather Stevani, with the Pink Diamond dream, was that there was enough emotional resonance or leftovers from that particular location they were in that they had the dream. They had some kind of telepathic connection. I'm actually kind of interested to see follow-up for how much further Steven's abilities go in that particular direction, because there's some interesting potential for that. If he can have dreams about diamonds and what the diamonds were like just by being in an area that had a lot of emotional resonance or importance to them. Yeah.
And this technically means that the only diamond he hasn't dreamed about is white, so... Lord.
There's a lot of mystique to the whole gem mindscape in general. There's some kind of... You can start with Steven being able to reach out to Lapis and Malachite through the mindscape there. Him being able to wander into Blue Diamond's mind or feel her emotions or have some kind of empathetic connection with her to the point where he felt her sorrow or was crying at the same time she was because that connection was strong enough. A lot of open room for how those powers work.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, thinking about it, okay, so the best characterization we have for Pink Diamond so far is that she may have viewed humans as toys or something like that. Just the ultimate kind of disconnected. I forgot the character's name from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'm sorry, but that
Veruca
gal.
Salt.
Yeah.
Veruca Salt, the ultimate, or
Spoiled brat.
Yeah, spoiled brat.
I mean,
The
she's
Earth is pretty much a
spoiled.
playground.
I mean, she's spoiled, but she's not Angelica Pickles spoiled.
Ah! Dang.
Yeah, she wants to be
True.
included and probably just doesn't know the best way to express that because she's watching her siblings or whatever they are do all this cool stuff and completely ignoring her, saying, oh, you're going to do this one day, you're going to do this one day, and not preparing her and stuff. I'm pretty sure most of us would have a meltdown too over that. I mean, shit.
True.
Like, sure, I want to help, I want to
Okay.
do things, I can be useful, and oh, you will. Waits 5 ever. Oh, can I help now? I mean, it's been a while. It's been like 1,000 years. I could do something, help out. Drive a ship. Ah, no, you're still too young. Well, fuck you then.
Okay, so that's where Pink Diamond is coming from. What I'm curious about is how Rose Quartz got to her particular world perspective or mindset. Because from what we've seen of Rose, she is very, very radical. Very radical by gem standards. I'd like to see how her philosophy and beliefs and such would match up against Pink Diamond's if they ever had a dialogue about it, or she tried to open up a dialogue before going straight for rebellion.
Yeah, because it seems like almost every gem that either has been to Earth or something just has this radical shift when it comes to the gem society. Well, most of them, because Blue Diamond was on Earth, but then again, she's also a diamond, so she's got to uphold some things. And I think at that time, she was trying to deal with the rebels after the shattering of Pink. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see more.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm just kind of curious as to Rose came across or developed the philosophy or perspective that she has, because if you look at the perspectives or views from all the crystal gems, from Pearl to Garnet, even Bismuth to some extent, they had, or they felt uncomfortable with their role in society, or they felt like misfits, or they had some kind of radical idea. Rose just encouraged them to push things a bit further. She had some impact in discussing their thoughts, ideas, and opinions with them. She had some kind of impact on them. It's not necessarily Earth, it was... Heck, you could even say that Rose's spirit still lives on in Steven. He played a pretty big role in convincing Peridot to turn around.
And he was able to convince Lapis to stick around. Although Lapis's fear of the diamonds kind of won out.
Yeah. It's...
I just remember this cute little picture where some of the, like, because Lapises are terraformers, so someone drew this cute little comic of a bunch of Lapises, Lapi, just talking to each other, and they're like, oh, that new planet, Earth, they say it's like 70% water. Well, geez, doesn't even need to be terraformed. I guess we could just go there for a vacation then.
Oh my god.
And then Lapis spent 1,000 years in a mirror. That's one hell of a vacation.
Just like, good lord.
13 Rogan, I like that idea. Going to read this. Rose worked in the zoo and fell in love with the idea of organic life. That's highly possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know, man. This is just like, what?
It's just one of those things where we're not giving a whole bunch of information.
Especially not me, because I literally watched the episodes right before the stream was gonna start, and I'm just like, what even did I just witness? Like, it's beautiful, but what did I just witness?
Pirate Captain Lars and Pink Diamond.
There's so many things.
Also, that planet seems to be an abandoned colony or something. Something weird with that. I should probably go back through a couple episodes. Because that tower was on the planet's moon. And then you see the plans for a colony for Earth on the Earth's moon, and it looks completely different from what the planet that we saw in Jungle Moon looked. Because the one in Jungle Moon just looked destroyed. Not a proper colony. Just wondering what happened there.
That's a good question. All of these are good questions. Pretty much any of these ideas could be possible at this point in time. It's all pretty much speculation. Ugh. God, why does that Tumblr messenger have to be so loud? It's loud. Loud.
I'll turn the volume down.
You're fine. I'm just.
Well, why? Though, is everybody at least somewhat familiar with that Tom and Jerry and Willy and the Wonka Factory thing? Or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie?
Hi.
I think I saw the DVD cover. I didn't actually see it.
Will just linked to a screenshot of Veruca Salt from that particular animated incarnation and said, "Imagine Pink Diamond." As this.
I'm already scared and I haven't even clicked it yet.
Oh my god, just...
Okay, here we go. Or not.
I asked this earlier. The whole thing with the McDonald's meme. Robot just sent me a link to Steven Universe characters with this McDonald's meme.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I'll just. Well, it's a good example of their characters' personalities and how they would react to that situation of children basically chanting "McDonald's, McDonald's, McDonald's" whilst in the car.
Oh god.
Because it shows Pearl at the top going, "We have food at home," and then Amethyst and Steven joining in with the chant. And then on the other side, you've got Yellow Diamond, Jasper, and Aquamarine pulling in through the drive-thru as the children cheer, ordering a single black coffee, and then leaving.
I was gonna say, I thought Jasper would be more of, "We got food at home. Why are you like this?"
Yeah.
Wait, has this meme been done for OKKO yet?
I think I've probably seen one or two, but it's not one
I
of
need to
those
do this. I need to make this. Or better... Okay, I'm going to save my horrible OKKO fan geeky ramblings for later. I won't torment you guys with that.
Let's see. And I kind of like that this was just 2 episodes instead of like a week-long Stephen bomb. And it got straight to the point.
That's nice, but now we're going to have 3-4 months before the next crop of episodes come out. Please tell me I'm wrong.
I have no idea.
Looking it up now.
Please tell me I'm wrong. I'm starting to get back into the show. I like this show. I want to support it. Just...
Huh. There's a note on Jungle Moon. Note, this is the first episode in which Steven does not appear. He is a part of Stevani for the entire episode. Hooray, technicalities.
Okay. Oh my god.
Honestly, I'd be okay if there were more episodes where it was Stevani as the lead protagonist or whatever. I like seeing more of Stevani in action. I'll go ahead and say this. One of the character analyses I was thinking about working on was writing something up for Stevani. I've done one for Garnet before. This was a while back. Curious to see what I could come up with for Stevani, because technically, you could write something about how they've developed as a character over the series. Just think it'd be an interesting project to tackle at some point down the road.
There is no new episodes announced yet.
At least their Starverse is coming out later on this month.
There is?
Yeah.
Well, great. Now I have to look that up.
Yeah, one episode is called Marco Jr. And the other one is called Is Mystery. It's a continuation or in the same spiritual vein or in the same thematic vein as the first one. So it's going to be a Buff Frog episode. The other one, not
good.
Not sure.
Good. More episodes with Evgeny Bogoyakov.
Yes.
Okay, January 22nd. And January 22nd. All right, I will make a note of that if I just don't drop my phone.
Only reason I know this is because of my buddy who keeps much better tabs on Starverses than what I do.
Oh, good. That's on a Monday.
And with that, I'm probably going to have to clock out early because I've got school and work in the morning. Cool.
Okay. Thanks for joining in, Teaser.
I'm so happy I can join in. Holy crow.
Yeah, we
I am
missed
going to
it.
touch base. I would like to touch base later on this week, see if we can come up with a schedule that works better with school and work.
I'll do my darndest. Woo.
I'll see what I can do. We'll try and come up with something.
Okay. Later, y'alls.
Bye.
Aloha.
Goodbye, my peoples.
Probably not going to keep going for too much longer. Any other crazy Pink Diamond or Steven Universe related ideas anyone wants to throw out there or discuss?
No, not that I can think of.
Same here. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's kind of the advantage and disadvantage to only 2 episodes. Is that whilst, yes, they got straight to the point, but no, they didn't give us too much. Like, they gave us just enough to get people to go, hey, I'm interested in this again. But not enough to go, there's not a lot to work with here.
Yeah, I'm just going to wait and see where things go. Impatiently await the next episode. Maybe draw Pink Diamond.
Draw Pink Diamond a couple times. I still gotta... I don't... That design... Ugh.
Looked like it was a nightmare to draw. I'm guessing it is.
It was the first time drawing it, and I was going off of one screenshot. I don't know, it's just that hair. I can't draw big, floofy hair like that. It also didn't help the fact that we only saw like the torso and stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh well. Bleh.
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 Bleh, bleh, bleh.
Blah, blah, blah. We do not go blah, blah, blah. I don't even know where that started.
Because you keep
An
saying
animated
it.
vampire is the best. An animated vampire is the best role Adam Sandler's ever had, in my opinion.
Have you seen Click or The Longest Yard or Bedtime Stories? Because those are the only 3 that I can really stand of his.
Alrighty. On that note, going to end things for tonight. Good night, everybody.
Bye!
Aloha.